Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I am a big, firm believer that the United States became a great nation because of individuals. Strong individuals that came together on common goals and made the impossible happen. In other words, I believe when you take individuals that are strong physically, emotionally, mentally, all the way around, when you are like that, you can do all kinds of stuff as an individual. There's very few limitations. Now, and then every once in a while you do come up against things that are more than what an individual can do. And when that happens, then you pull with another strong individual. Now, and then you can do even more. And then then your goal will raise. Each time your goals raise, and because you're able to do more, you've learned more. You've learned from the other individual that came in and helped you, but like I say, the results of whatever project you were on, you learned from that. And it's a continuous thing. So as you get more individuals coming together, you can do bigger projects. You can do more things that as an individual would be impossible to do. But when you work with others, you can do more. That is the main reason, really the main reason for my videos, is I'm trying to make individuals strong. And it's funny, the education system and your peers, the others that would be considered your equals, look around and see, are they individuals, or do they function more like, I want to call them a herd? That's not really the right way to say it, but they function with others because that's all they know. They can't think. What they do is they learn certain things so they can work with others, not other individuals, because they're not individuals, they're just other people. They're working together, such as a herd. And like I say, things here in Guatemala are obvious. Everything is more obvious. And it was funny because I was making a video, and I came around the corner and I saw these adults doing their thing. And I see that a lot down here, because down here they push education. Education is a big thing down here, and but the education is they teach people to do what they're told. They don't teach people to think. They don't teach people to learn. They teach people just to do what you're told. Kind of like the link in the chain. You know, the chain is only as strong as the weakest link. You know, so that's the kind of crap that they put out. And when you have strong individuals coming together, that weak link is not, it's just part of the process of making the chain. You know there's going to be some weak links, and you prepare you either prepare those weak links, or you prepare for when that link, before it breaks, you prepare to make it keep doing its job. And it's funny because it's obvious down here. And everybody, you have to get a degree or certificate or something to do anything down here. It's really, really weird. And I've told this story. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about at the end of this video. But I've talked about it when I was in Cuba. Cuba's communist. Now, in communist, or in Cuba anyway, every job, every position, every position there is, you have to be certified. You have to have the paper to show that you can do this. And it's an ID book, it's a little ID book. It's kind of like a small passport. And in that, it's got all your medical history, your education. It's got all the different skills that you are certified to do. And you can only do what is on your paper, your little ID thing. And you have to carry it with you all the time. And I'm just going to give you one example, but I mean it's crazy. It's everything. But it was funny when I first got to Cuba and I was walking the streets. I make friends easily. I like people. I got good people skills, and they didn't work in Cuba. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. I mean, and when I was walking the streets, so they're not real friendly out in public. And besides that, you know, they spoke Spanish and Russian. This was in 2000, the year 2000 I was there. Yeah, July of 2000. And what was funny was, like I said, I couldn't get anybody to talk to me. And then finally, I got somebody to talk to me, but they wouldn't stand and talk to me. We were walking, you know, next to each other, you know, and there was about 6 foot between us, not like we were right next to each other. And, you know, my hearing's not real good. And so here they are 6 foot away from me, walking parallel with me, and they're speaking English. They could tell I'm American, they could tell that. And we were talking, and I'm asking questions. I always ask questions because I see things that are so strange to me, and I'm trying to figure out what they are. So I'm asking questions, and then they're answering the questions, and then pretty soon they just walk away. You know, and I thought I said something to hurt their feelings or something. And so, you know, so I'm going around, and then I find somebody else. And then, so they're same thing. They're walking 6 foot away from me. Every time I get closer to them, they'd walk away. And then they finally took the hint that whenever I walk close to them, they'd get away from me. And then they told me that they didn't have the stamp or permit or whatever in their ID to talk to me. You know, and so then I'm thinking, whoa, what's going on here? And then he told me that they have to be certified to talk to tourists. And that's why, and if these other people watch them and see him talking to me, they would report that he was talking to the tourist, and he's doesn't have the certifications to do that. And so they would rat on him so they could get extra food, because they look at your little thing and see if you've been a good communist, so they know which coupon book of food to get free food. So, but they'll get a nice big coupon book for food if you've been a good communist. And if you've been like talking to tourists and you're not certified, then your coupon book will get smaller. So, and when you rat on somebody, you get a bigger coupon book. So he had to explain to me what was going on, and I couldn't figure out, man, this is really, really wow. And it wasn't him that told me. What it was, I went to the Chinese club. A lot of your big cities, like you got Chinatown, they have a Chinese club. And so I went to the Chinese club. I went to Chinatown first, because I thought, well, I know the Chinese, I can go there. I went to Chinatown, there wasn't no Chinaman. But they did have a Chinese club. And I went to the Chinese club, and he could speak English. And he's the one that clarified what was going on, why these people couldn't talk to me. And the only way you're going to get people to talk, and that's why I'm not scared of most any physical thing. So, when people would ask me to come into their home, I'd be happy to go into their home. And then I talk stories about their homes, what I experienced in their homes. But that's what, when I got into their homes, then they could talk to me. The problem was, none of them spoke English. So I really didn't understand a lot what was going on. I was a travel companion, and my travel companion could speak to them. So, and I let him do the talking, and then after that, I'd ask him what's going on, so he kind of clarified. But like I say, the Chinese club, I asked him, well, where's all the Chinese? Where's the Chinamen? And after Castro took over, many of the Chinamen left. There was like 100,000 of them when in the 1960, I think, is when Castro took over. And now there's less than 10,000. And so, and I say, Chinese came from China, in which they're used to martial law. They're used to military and police brutality and all this stuff. So they follow. The Chinese they follow orders really well. So that's why they're really domesticated. But anyway, I just wanted to share with you. What I saw, like I said, I'm going to show you the video, but I saw these people and I thought, how do these people get further advanced when everybody is in the group? Nobody takes personal responsibility and takes the personal initiative to do something for themselves. And this, we're right back to the same thing. People tell me that I don't follow the rules. Well, let's see. I've had restaurants, had oil wells, had cattle, go into different businesses, stuff like that. If I followed the rules, I wouldn't have been doing any of that stuff. I learned a long time ago, you don't follow the rules. You don't hurt people, but you don't follow the rules. The odds are against you, but I take personal responsibility. What happens? I take the punishment, or I reap the rewards. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.